Hello and welcome to my new video, and today I thought I would share my autumn favorites because I love these type of videos and it's a really fun way to review the last few months, especially autumn, which I think is very kind of romantic to like think about all the great stuff. And so I thought we'd start with music. I love music, and currently since July actually I love the cover from Friday I'm in Love by Olivia Rodrigo, which she made at the Glastonbury Festival. So I'm still obsessed with this cover, and I'm so excited because if you're into Olivia Rodrigo, you will know that she that you can pre-order the Glastonbury live vinyl, and I pre-ordered it, and I'm so excited to hear Friday I'm in Love on vinyl. It's going to be so fucking cool. I'm so excited. Then, because it's autumn, I always listen to Red by Taylor Swift. Just perfect for the type of weather and overall vibe. I just love this album so much. Especially currently I really love Begin Again and Nothing New and Sad, Beautiful, Tragic. But all Red songs are so good, and yeah, I always listen to this album, and it just fits so well into this autumn vibe. Then I really started to like Olivia Dean. I really got into her music. I really like her vibe, and also I love Maisie Peters, and she released 3 songs from her upcoming album, and I also love them because I love this like folk pop vibe that she brings into her songs, and yeah, I also love her very much. And we're going to series. There are 2 shows I definitely want to mention because I absolutely love them. But I'm also watching currently a lot of like rewatching like thriller series or like crime series, which I really love. For example, the Poirot movies. Also I'm always watching Miss Marple, and I'm watching currently Vera. I love it, so cool. Then my other 2 favorite series I watched in autumn was Miss Austen, and this was actually so good for understanding purposes. It's plays 15 years I think after Jane Austen's death, and we see her sister Cassandra and how she tries to get the letters that Jane Austen wrote to one of her friends, because she promised Jane to like destroy them in kind of a way, and we see that, and then we also get flashbacks to the time where Jane Austen lived, and this was so good. I loved all of the costumes. I loved the like cinematography, so good, and just the overall vibe was so good. It was so well made. And the last episode, it's fourth episode. Oh no, I'm sorry. And especially the last one, it was so emotional, and I knew what would happen, but it was still so well made, and it was so emotional, and you don't get it. I love this so much. And we come to my other favorite series ever, just wrote to Emily. It's kind of like it's interconnected to Anne of Green Gables, and it's made by the same like producers as the Anne of Green Gables movies from 1985. And it's about Sarah who goes to her aunts and uncle and Emily because her mother died a few years ago and her dad had like legal problems, and that's why she goes to Emily. And it's 7 seasons and it's so well made. It's like this cozy, whimsical, romantic feeling. This series feels like it gives you a hug all the time. I love it so much, and it has so many good themes, and you don't get it. It's just perfect. And like there were so many good quotes in that movie. You don't get it. It's so good, and I absolutely love it. Then we come to movies. I have nothing new to say. No new movie I watched, but I rewatched Little Woman from 2019. I just love this movie. I love all of the adaptations from Little Woman, but this one is really close because I just like the aesthetic of it and the speeches they make in this movie. And I love how intertwined the old and the new storyline are, and how they have different lights. You know, the old storyline is always kind of like yellowish and cozy, while the new storyline always has this harsh light. I just love this, and Little Woman is like my all-time favorite movie. You don't get it. This movie means so much to me, and not because of the romance or anything. It's just the sisterhood, and that is so good. And how all the 4 sisters are different, but you can still see part of yourself in each of them, which is so good. Yeah, I could not stop talking about this movie, respectfully. So now we're coming to books. Books I want to put in 2 categories. One category is my favorites that I read in autumn, and the second category is pretty books I bought in autumn. So we start with my favorite books I read in autumn. We have, first of all, Alchemy of Secrets by Stephanie Garber. It's one of my favorite authors ever. I love this. Very magical vibes. I adore it. And we have Violence by Rebecca Ross. I just love the way Rebecca Ross writes. It's just so whimsical, romantic, and I love how her stories are always so deeply romantic, and I just love her. So these were my 2 favorite books I read in autumn, and then we're coming to favorite books I bought. First is an edition of Wild Reverence by Oil Crate. It's such a pretty edition. Like, look at it. Look at that. It's also so fancy. Like, look at it. And papers and stuff like that. It's literally so pretty. So pretty. Then we come to my other edition of books I bought. I wanted this edition since July, but in being I thought it could not be bought in Germany, but you can actually buy it. And then I ordered it, and it's just so perfect. And this is the Jane Austen Pride and Prejudice British Library edition, and it's like it's made to look like exactly like the first copies of Pride and Prejudice, and it's so fancy. You can like why am I actually not getting this out? No. Now we have it. It's like this box, and then we have like an introduction, and then we have the 3 volumes. This is volume 1, and they all look like exactly like the first copy of Pride and Prejudice, with the same printing errors, all. And like, look at how cool this is, and how thick the paper is, and how it really looks old. And yeah, so we got the 3 volumes, and then we also got letters. There are 3 letters from Jane Austen in it. Like, look at it, this looks so cute. And yeah, it's like, I think it's my most prized possession, because look at these. They're like, this could not be cooler. It could not be cooler. And it's also so special to know that I have this book in my hand, and Jane Austen did exactly have a book in her hands which looked exactly the same, which is so cool. And it's, I don't know why, it makes me emotional. Yeah. Then we are coming to clothes. I want to mention a coat that I bought, because I wanted a coat for like autumn weather, and I got this one. I was looking for wool coats, and I got this one. Just like so pretty. I love her, and so comfortable. So comfortable and so cozy. I love it. So I can definitely recommend that. And now we're coming to a random stuff. I bought these Le Creuset heart marks, and I love them. They're in chill pink. I wanted them for so long, and they're so pretty, and they just, like, look at them. It could not be more perfect. Yeah. And then, kind of random, but I love Lilac. If you don't know, they make like these cute little mouses and all the stuff, all the animals, and like interior for these small animals. And I got this cute little rabbit, which is so cute. I think you can't really see her, but she's so cute. It's like kind of like a good luck charm. Yeah. And now we're coming to things that are random and which are not materialistic, because I don't want it to be like too materialistic, because we don't like overconsumption. And I mean, materialist things are great, but I really want to like get down, touch some grass, and be grateful for the things that are outside of yourself. And yeah. So that's sort of I was last month in October, end of October, I was cutting a pumpkin, and it was actually the first time I did this. I mean, I always did it with my mom and my brother when I was younger, but this one time I really did it myself, and it was so cool. And then I put a little candle in it, and it looked so cool. I definitely will put here a picture, and it was definitely a highlight. Then I was this year very often in the garden, and I was planting a lot of stuff, and there are still flowers which are blooming, which is so cool. For example, there are still there are still roses who have flowers, and there's especially one which I really liked, and I was so happy that she got a flower. Let me also put here a picture. And then in like August I planted some flower seeds which I had left, and now there are poppies in my garden, which was so cool. And they literally had flowers even though it's November. And there was also a chrysanthemum I planted, and now she also got like really dark violet flowers, which is so cool. And yeah, I just love this. And also I love birds, and I was outside I think 2 weeks ago, and I was like planting something, and then like next to me was like a tree with a big rose in it, and at the top there was like sitting a cute little robin, and was like singing, and this was so cool, and I just love this. I love robins. Don't ask me why, I just love them so much. So yeah, that was my autumn favorites video. I hope you liked this. It was all, I think, quite random, but I still hope that you liked it because yeah. Bye!